Hey YouTube, Shinobi here with a review of the S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider Skulls Skullboilder. Just straight up repaint of Hardboilder. Nothing really too wild or exciting about this release, but it's a release, so I had to get it. Anyway, I misplaced my knife again. Here it is. S.H.Figuarts EX. The bike lines are all, or the bikes are all released under the EX line. Movie Tyson 2010 logo, Bandai Collector's Shop, Skullboilder, Kamen Rider Skull in red, Skullboilder in silver to match all the accents. Box is black. Black and white picture of the bike here. You probably wouldn't even be able to know whether it's Skullboilder or the Hardboilder, judging by the fact that it's black and white. Nice thing. Again, apology for the reflection. I have the flash on to deal with the really bad white balance things this camera seems to have when I don't have it on. So anyway, I'll just set it down so it reflects up there. Back of Skullboilder here, Skullboilder there, Skullboilder with skull here. If I can pull off that look, I'm probably going to do it. I don't think Skull should be on the bike, just because that was kind of the pose that he had in the movie. I kind of want to pull that off, so we'll see. Anyway, we'll get that opened. I don't even have Skull down. So yeah. Really? Whatever. Tape, of course. Why would there not be tape? Oh yeah, because Figuarts haven't had tape in forever. I'm a man. So anyway, pop that off. Again, so pissed. All I've got is a stupid little stand. There is no Tamashii stand for this release, which is a total friggin' letdown. The bikes have always come with Tamashii stands, and this one didn't. I don't know why exactly. All it is a repaint, but whatever. Same qualities that the Hardboilder had. This one has two. Yes, it even has the one right there. Suspension, turning mechanism up there and here. Skull's little red and silver W going on here. There's a lot of glossiness here, which is nice. That still pops off, even though this one serves no purpose unless we find out in Movie Tyson Core, Movie Core, whatever the hell it's called, that Skull's bike had revelgariness too. The license plate is painted white, so I guess that's a plus, I guess. And it still does pop off if I can get it to. Yep, still pops off fairly easy. So you can attach shit to this and make it like Flying Skullboilder or something. I don't know. Fuck. So, the front, let me bring in the Hardboilder real quick. Alright, so here's Hardboilder. No, I'm not taking double off the Hardboilder. It was hard enough getting him in this pose without him toppling over, so I'm really scared to touch it. So, I'm going to bring the camera down a bit. And like I said, I'm not going to get Skull down. I'll grab him real quick just to pose him next to the friggin' bike, but I'm not putting him on the bike. From the front, the Hardboilder is definitely better. It has the silver double here. I mean, obviously, the Skullboilder shouldn't even have the damn thing in the first place, but I understand the bike in the show was a repaint of the Hardboilder, so is this. But I'd much rather have the Skullboilder have this gone and then have the entirety of the front painted silver. Would have made much more sense. But anyway, it features silver headlights here. I suppose I should probably have the Hardboilder more in the middle. There's the Skullboilder, whatever, boilder thing. The headlights on the Hardboilder are clear while they're silver painted on this one. Red diamond is still there probably because it's red. That's probably the only reason. From the side The fronts are still pretty much the same. This one has the full silver double, while this one has the red going into the silver, like the like a Lost Driver, I guess. The only thing this one ups the Hardboilder with is the fact that the license plate is painted. It's still a white blotch, but at least it's painted. But the Skullboilder has a lot of black glossiness. It doesn't feel... It's still plastic, but it's painted with a very glossy, as you can see by the light reflecting off of it, a very glossy paint. So it gives off the impression of metal, whereas the Hardboilder is just kind of very flat, not really a matte finish exactly, but it's a very flat paint. So this one gives off the impression of metal a lot more, while the Hardboilder doesn't. So I guess that's really the only plus. I don't really have anything else to say, other than the fact that it is a huge disappointment. There's no Tamashii stand. It's just a repaint of the Hardboilder. I think overall it looks nicer because it's one solid color. It seems a lot more realistic than the Hardboilder does, but I mean, overall release-wise, it is not a good purchase. I mean, if you're a huge fan of Skull and really, really want him to be with his bike, then I guess you can justify it, but outside of that, it's just really a crappy release. No Tamashii Stage, it's just a repaint. Nothing new added to it at all. No molding changes, no anything. It was kind of overall a really bad purchase, and probably one of the worst Figuarts purchases I've made, in my opinion. But again, I want all the bikes, so I kind of had to. But this is easily my least favorite bike release yet, just because it had absolutely nothing that one didn't, and that one was standard retail. This one cost more, and it actually felt like it was less, if that makes any sense, I guess. I don't know, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is I don't really like it. I don't really recommend it unless you're a huge, huge Skull fan and you feel like you have to have it. So, you can still check out our photo gallery of that guy at flickr.com/photos/Shuken Shinobi. Hold on a second. Yoink, here's Skull. Hell, I'll probably just pose him like that. Fuck. Looks badass enough right there. So, Flickr.com photos, Shuken whatever. Check out the blog at shukenshomi.wordpress.com for all these news updates and release dates. And finally, check out the podcast, Riders, Rangers, and Rambles at ridersrangersandrambles.com, bringing the latest token news in the craziest way possible. So, take care and have a great one. Bye.